gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Coming in.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Elliott running right. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And the Saints are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. To throw to the right side and complete to Jefferson, and he is going to have a Saints first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4 and he got 4 on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They go play action here on 1st down.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line, down at the 2. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Mixon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Extra point by Cmereeeee, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Cmereeeee to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first win?
It's a great question, and I do think that they'll get it because they've been close a few times. But in order to get it done, morale has to stay high, so a lot of that goes on the coaching staff. You know, easy to coach when you're 7-1. That's a piece of cake. But with their record right now, how do they manage to keep these guys going in the right direction?
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. They coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
A first down carry by Elliott. Shedding the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out in a tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
53, Mike 53. What's the number 46?
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw into the hands of Hooper.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Let's go.
On second down, Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Prescott now. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
36.
Elliott going to get it again on second down.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Off the play fake, Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
They're at the halfway point of the season, Charles. 8-0. What a great start. Clearly a Super Bowl contender, if not the outright favorite, through 2 months to win the whole thing.
Well, there aren't too many bad things you can say right now, because this team is playing pretty well. They've had a couple of injuries. That could plague them down the stretch. But their intensity doesn't waver. I think the road to the Super Bowl is going to go through them in the playoffs. And if you're on their road, things could be bumpy for you.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 29. A big-time play there for New Orleans. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play until the break. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Check 53, Mike. Kill. 47. Mike, 53, Mike. Come up the ball.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Snags it for the pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. Raymond now on the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
42, Mike 42. You run. Shift.
Cougar 19, come 19.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he's brought down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Joe Mixon,
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch your slack.
Here's Prescott. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Micah Parsons
racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott wide open is Watkins. He's got him. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 25, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback. Coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Strong right. Strong right. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. Check.
19 tight. 19 tight.
42. Mike's 42.
Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, smash.
2. Mike's 42. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
18.
Back to throw here. Middle of the field to Jefferson. Touchdown, New Orleans. Justin Jefferson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it is 42-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.